Welcome back to the home of crawfish and complimentary football, the University of Louisiana, New Orleans. Now, if you didn't catch the first episode, it might be worth checking out. Not only did we introduce our very prestigious university, but we also introduced the team, and then we proceeded to get rocked by LSU in Tiger Stadium. It was not the start we were hoping for, but it was expected. Our team is under 60 overall, and it was ranked LSU. The final score of that game was 59-14, and honestly, that makes it look better than it was. They absolutely dominated us from top to bottom. Offense, defense, special teams, doesn't matter. We were terrible. But no matter. The past is in the past. Surely the only way from here is up, right? Before we hop into this game, we got to check out recruiting. And you'll see, as we simmed from week 1 to week 2, there were 2 recruits that locked us out. One was Isaiah Forte, the lineman from New Orleans, which sucks because he's an in-city guy. And the other one hurts a little bit more. It was 3-star lineman Tavares Strahan. We all know O-line is a massive need for this team. It's our number 1 position of need. We only have like 6 or 7 guys that actually play, and they all suck. The good news about that is he was a well-rounded type, which is my least favorite lineman. So if we were going to lose one, that's the right one to lose. The other good news about recruiting is we have 180 hours to work with. And for us, that's a lot because we absolutely suck. We're going to have to put those hours to the best use we can. We got to sign a lot of recruits. That's the only way we're going to improve this team. So I'm going to dive into this, and I'll talk you through it after. Our priorities remained on the guys we had on the board. Obviously, we want to lock in these Louisiana guys. They're all going to keep getting their points, even if these 2 stars. And we absolutely need these 3-star in-states if we can get them. All the linemen now are being recruited with 25 hours a week. I'm not sure how many of these guys we can get, but we're going to try and sign all 4 of them, potentially more. We also added 2 guys to the board. We have Connor McCord from Houston, and we have Rashid Ibrahim from Mississippi. Both these guys are deep south. They're potential recruits, and honestly, no one's recruiting them at all right now. So any talent we can get, any 3-stars we can sign from the deep south, we're going to try. I've offered Ibrahim. I'm out of hours for the week. I do want to get these guys scouted a little bit more. We can see very few stats for either of them, but it does look like Ibrahim's going to have decent speed. I also want to touch on this every once in a while, especially because all of the players in this college football series will be moving on to our Madden franchise series. I want to take a look at the Heisman hopefuls early in the year. So as we can see, Jabari Spears, one of the top QBs in the country, playing at Oklahoma State. He's leading the way, and last week he had a pretty nice week. We've also got John Izaidu, I think that's how you pronounce that, Missouri quarterback. We've got a couple receivers here from Ohio State and NC State. And we've got a running back, Devin Willies, out of San Diego State. And it's hard for running backs to win it in this game, so I'm going to be rooting for him. Also of note, Monte DeBeer is a redshirt sophomore, and he's a 96 overall, and he's 6'5". He's going to be a problem. This week, we face another in-state rival, but this time, we only have to ride the bus across the city. It's our first rendition of Mardi Gras Madness, where we'll be taking on Tulane in ULNO Stadium, praying they don't walk all over us. Now, the good news for us, Tulane also lost their week 1 game. They'll be coming off a loss. Hopefully that gives us a little bit of help. The bad news, you can see it right in front of you. By the numbers, we are a 54 overall team. They're a 77. Now, they are significantly worse than LSU, and I'm hoping that means we can at least compete a little bit, maybe score more than 14 points in garbage time. Realistically, they should not lose to us, and it shouldn't be close. We'll see if we can perform, maybe steal a win from them in Season 1, but I'm not guaranteeing anything. And with nothing else left, let's jump into Mardi Gras Madness. Jersey-wise, we're going to be in our alternates. I want to get a first look at these. We're going to be on the road, and it's a rivalry game, so it feels like a good time to rock them. And we're going to put Tulane in their all greens, their home option. So here we are in ULNO Stadium. Tulane coming out the tunnel right there. We're in a hostile environment, right? We're in our own city, but we're against a fierce rival. We know the fans are going to be against us. We know it's going to be loud, especially with Captain Rex's first attempt at a Mardi Gras Madness victory. Obviously, we're getting booed already. No surprise there. But we're going to do our best. We're going to try. We're going to see if we can steal one from Tulane early. So let's get this thing done. Kicking off to start. Hopefully they don't return the opening kickoff like LSU did. That would be an awful way to start the game. But I believe in the boys. And Tulane is not as talented. So there we go. Hit stick to start the game. All right, we're going to come out in our 3-4 to start. This should see the diesel coming off the edge. I'm on Noah Castile early. Let's get a stop on this first drive. It's a handoff up the middle. We can't shed a single block. Can we make a tackle? Please. I get ragdolled. Thank you, Jamal, for coming all the way across the field. That's a horrible start. We forced Jamal to come all the way across the field, and they start with 35 yards on the ground. I'm ready for this run up the middle again. Tight end in motion. Looks like a run. Is not a run. This receiver's coming open. Goes to the flats. We're there with Jamal. Lay the boom, Jamal. 2 tackles on 2 plays for Jamal. Keep it going. I'm on Noah here. I'm going to get this slot. If it's a quick throw. It's a run. What a cutback. Jamal almost made another tackle. They did convert, but we didn't give up another chunk play like that first play of the game. See if we can hold them to 3 potentially on this drive. I'm ready to crash on the run again. It's option. We get juked out of our shoes. I think this is going really well. They have driven the length of the field pretty quickly. We're going to blitz here. Man blitz. If they decide to throw for the first time, that's a problem. We're on that, though. That's a great play from Preston Doucette to send him back 3 yards. 2nd to 13 now. Might force him to throw for the first time this game. Nope. They're going to hand it off. I can't get out there. Nobody can get out there. We do save the touchdown, thankfully. All right, so we have not handled the run at all. It doesn't even look like they want to throw. I'm crashing with the extra safety on the run. Great tackle right there from the corner. You know, it feels like a problem when our best tacklers are our corners, though. That doesn't feel like a recipe for success. It's a toss. Everyone's blocked. Jamal, make a play, make a play, make a play. Good. Way to rally to the ball, boys. All right, here we are, 3rd and goal. This feels like a passing situation for the first time in this game, potentially. I'm ready for a QB run if we need it. I'm on the running back. He finds a wide open receiver in the back of the end zone. Tulane starts the game with a long drive, and they go up 7-0. All right, and here comes Caleb Arsenault in the offense. We know what they did last week. Not much. We'll see if we can change that this week. We're going to start with our best player. We know Mark Roussel had a big game against LSU. He was the one bright spot on this offense. We're going to get it to him early and often. That's not great. 1 yard on first down to Mark Roussel. That's not how we wanted to start. See if we can pick up a few more. I'm going to give Marcel a chance. Perfect. That was potentially a very risky throw, but we get 5 yards out of it. 3rd and 4 now. See if we can convert. I'm liking the drags. I'm going to go Baptiste early. It's not an accurate ball, but he catches it and we convert. Back to first down. We're going to try and run again. I'm going to try and establish the run the whole game. It's our only chance. There's a hole for Mark up the middle. Finds 9. We've got Ricky St. Pierre on 2nd and 1. Looking for a slot fade. Potentially taking a shot on a short down. It's not there. We're going to run with Caleb. Yeah, we're just going to take our yards, get the first down, and slide to protect ourselves. Not a bad start to this first drive. Nothing like the LSU game so far. We're going to hit the quick curl for Ricky St. Pierre. Ricky did not get going in that last game. I want to make sure he gets a few catches. I like the idea of Marcel burning deep here on this play potentially. Play action does get him. We're going to see if we can hit him on the run there. Nope. There is a flag on the play, though. What's the call? Hopefully it's not holding. Ineligible man downfield. Are we kidding? Are we kidding? So they do accept the penalty. It'll make it 2nd and 8. We're going to go play action again. See if we can get Dupree on this comeback. We cannot. The corner's helping out. We are going to run. Take our yards, Caleb. Right back to a 3rd and 2 situation. Essentially no change after that penalty. We're going to go with a touch pass to Ricky St. Pierre. If Mark Roussel can hold a block, this could set up very well. Comes in motion. So after Ricky St. Pierre is unable to outrun a defensive tackle, we're now in 4th and 4. There's no point to punt from this yardage, it feels like. So we're going to go. I'm liking the look of Dupree on a quick out, potentially. We're going to give him a chance. Does he get the first? He does not. That's incredible. He comes up 3 inches short of the first down right there because he doesn't know where the sticks are. That cannot happen for this team. What a cutback from that running back. Never mind. I thought that was going to be an incredible cutback, and then about 4 bodies from our team showed up. Also, I like the gold jerseys. I can't lie. I think they look pretty good. RPO, we're out there to make a tackle. That's a great tackle from the corner. I'm worried about going man coverage here. We saw what happened against LSU in man. This is an obvious pass down. 3rd and 10. We're going to go zone. It's 1-on-1 for Jamal. Can he make a play? No. No, he cannot. And that's the end of the first quarter. Not a whole lot of action going on so far. They've completely outgained us. Their yards per play is brutal, and they're out possessing the ball. All right, so coming out in the second quarter, That last play there, honestly, I know I should have switched on to Jamal to make a play on that ball. But the ball hawk mechanic is just like so bad sometimes. Make a tackle, Noah. I just tackled my own guy. Wow, that's a great user play. As I was saying, I don't trust the ball hawk mechanic, and I didn't want to give up a big pass. I thought he was gonna make a play, and then he got mossed. So we're on this. Cuts back. Great tackle. 3rd and inches. I know I cut stick a lot, but it's also like this is a sneak, isn't it? Yeah, it's so lame. I know I cut stick a lot, but it's like the most successful way to make a tackle in this game, especially in open space. So we're going to be doing it a lot. We're on that. Let's go, Noah Castillo. Way to read the play. Absolutely blew up that play with Noah Castillo. Let's see if we can do it again. I don't think they run, but they might. They've run pretty much every play, I suppose. Here's a pass. He goes underneath. Can we make a tackle before the end zone? Yes, we can. 3rd and goal. This is the second occurrence of them being in 3rd and goal. Last time, he found a wide open receiver. I would like to not have that happen again. And everyone gets blocked perfectly. He walks in untouched. 14-0 Tulane. All right, Caleb Arsenault in the squad. Back out on offense for the second time this game. I believe to this point still our defense has not got a stop for the season. I believe LSU scored some amount of points on every single drive. And to this point, Tulane has not been stopped either. Pitch that early. Go, Mark. Go, Mark. Go, Mark. Go, Mark. Go, Mark. Perfect. I will say they've got us out of the run game early. I'm going to try and go back and reestablish. We've struggled with their D tackles, though. We might have to work the edges a little bit more. Case in point. Nothing doing for Mark on 1st down. We're going to look for the Texas right here. Potentially Ricky on the out. I'm not loving it. I do like the Texas there. He cannot hang on, though. That's annoying. 3rd and 9. This is our worst 3rd down situation of the game. I like Ricky on an option, potentially, but I would prefer to hit Marcel across the middle if they give us the option. Never mind. The flat is wide open. See if we can make one guy miss to get a first. Surely we got there. 4th and inches. 4th and inches. How do we feel about this? And we're going to hit them with exactly what they hit us with. It looks good, too. There's no one lined up over the center. This should be a free 1st down. Yeah, perfect. Don't call me a tush-push merchant, okay? Sometimes you got to get the 1st down, and there's no better way. We're going to hit the out again for Marcel. It's on target. Can't make the man miss, but get 6 yards. We'll take. Now, they have rallied to our run game very quickly. I want to see if they can over-pursue on a counter run here. See if there's anything there. Maybe 2 yards. 3rd and 2 after the short run. Dupree on the comeback. Tight ends on crossers here. Potentially we're looking at that drag. It's sort of there. I'm going to step up in the pocket, and I'm going to get sacked. I thought for a brief second there was a hole there to step up, and I was going to find space before I threw that or ran potentially. Now we're in a 4th and 5 situation, and we've got to convert. I like Ricky St. Pierre on the cross, and he drops it. Are you joking? That's 2 big drops in this game already. That one on 4th down is another turnover. And we've got to try and stop their run game once again. And we just can't get off blocks. Please make a tackle, Hops. Thank you. Our block shedding might be the worst aspect of our defense. We have not been able to shed a single block this whole game, it doesn't feel like. There we go. Finally, Diesel makes a play in the backfield. That's why he's on the team. That's what he's supposed to do. The big Diesel needs to make some plays for us. 2nd and 11 here. I've got this short drag. We're on it with Bridges. Perfect. 2 yards. And I believe that was our defensive tackle, too, that got injured on that last play. Hopefully it's not a big loss. 3rd and 9 right here. We need a stop. This would be huge to get a stop. Go out of bounds. Make a tackle, Bridges. Oh, my God. Another 3rd down situation. We have yet to stop them on 3rd down. I'm bringing a run blitz to see if we can get home. We can't. Diesel. Good pursuit. Juan Spillman goes down hurt, but that's great pursuit from Diesel. We do get a stop. They don't score 7 here. And we go down 17-0. You know, if we can have a drive right here, points at the end of the half, make this thing manageable. Because we get the ball out of halftime. We could score back-to-back really quickly and make this thing a game. Have to throw that early. We're going to go no huddle. I don't want to use timeouts in the case that we don't convert here and we leave them with too much time. I would prefer not to do that. We're going to run right. B was wide open and I missed it. I got to throw this away. I missed that crosser coming wide open through the middle of the field. That hurts, to be honest. That would have been really good yards. But I think the Texas from Mark is there. There's a 1st down. All right, an incompletion on first down brings us to 2nd and 10 here. We have to get down the field if we want a chance to win this game. I don't love our options. We're going to check it down again. And we are going to call timeout this time. I believe that we can convert right here. We have to get into field goal range at least to make this thing a game. We're going to hit the drag. Surely we get there. Call another timeout. Alright, so I might have made a mistake there. I thought we had one more timeout after that. That was our last timeout. So now we're going to have to get up to the line and spike the ball if we can get in range and we want to kick. I'm going to throw this out. He beats the corner and snags on a D end. No huddle. Let's go, let's go, let's go. That's a great play from Marcel Dupree. Keeps us with a chance to score points here, but we've got to get the ball out quickly on this play. I like the corner. If Caleb can throw it, go get it, Ricky. Mossed him. Get up to the line. Get up to the line. Spike it, spike it, spike it, spike it, spike it. All right, so we were able to spike the ball after that great play from Ricky St. Pierre. We know he has the bad base catching stat, but the spec catch came through there. We are going to get points, hopefully, at the end of this drive if I don't shank this kick. All right, we should see 3 there. And we're going into halftime down 17-3. Enrique Saavedra has pretty much killed us on the ground. 11 for 75. We need to figure out a way to shut down that run game. It's been brutal so far. All right, so we come out of in the second half. We're down 14, but if we can put together a drive and score 7, we can put the pressure on them for sure. I'm starting with a tight end screen here to Corey Baptiste. I think it might set up unless our O-lineman tackles us. That's not how that play was supposed to work, if I have to guess. 2nd and 11 now. We had the running back. I was trying to buy time stepping back there. I ended up throwing it off my back foot, and it was inaccurate. This looks like potentially Corey Baptiste is going to come uncovered off the line. If that's the case, it's a quick throw. If not, we're looking probably the Texas route to Mark Rousseau. That is the case. We're going to back shoulder it, and he drops it again. Oh, that's so annoying. That's 3 big drops in this game that would have been conversions. Now we're going to punt with Woolly Hand, see if we can pin them at all. Don't get blocked. Thank you. The gunner's not going to catch it. That helps. It should take a... Okay, that's insane. And he just sheds us. This is a problem. Make a play. Good Lord. All right, we're going with a heavier box here to try and stop the run. That punt return was brutal. He caught it off the bounce in full speed and then shed a hit stick tackle. And they go RPO on the first play. Good tackle, Jamal. They gained 8 on that play. And they're once again threatening the end zone. We need a bit. We probably need a turnover if we have a chance in this game. Huge play. Big TFL from the boys. All right, call me crazy, but we're going to bring 8 on 3rd and 5. I feel like they're going to run this just based on how the game is gone. If not, we have to get home. We don't get home. And Jamal makes a tackle on the tight end, thankfully, but they pick up the first down. Maybe a stupid call, yes, but I feel like if we don't bring at least 7, we're not going to stop the run, and I was pretty confident they were going to run. It's a screen. I can't get out there with Castile. Gaspard gets out there, and we get spun out of our shoes. Good Lord. Enrique Saavedra in the end zone again. Our defense just has no answers for that offense. We have not been able to contain Saavedra one time in this game. Can we throw that above? Oh my God, that's a great throw. Ricky St. Pierre with a big catch. This is a drive we need to make something happen on, for sure. Also, this play we scored a touchdown on in our Madden franchise in week 1. I'm going to throw the exact same throw we threw for the touchdown. That's awesome. 9 yards on first down. We're going to go 2nd and 1. We're looking to take a shot here. I feel like we can pick this up on 3rd down with a run if we don't convert. I would love to take a shot. I like potentially the timing. That's a perfect throw from Caleb Arsenault. Arsenault up to 168 in the game. He's honestly throwing the ball pretty well. We're going to see if we can keep it moving. The drag's there. Econom for 7 or 8. 2nd and 2 and we're driving. This feels like a drive we need to get in the end zone if we have any chance. I like a crosser for Ricky St. Pierre here. I like that better, except we get hit while we're throwing so quickly. Somebody on that right side of the line did not block at all because we couldn't throw a drag. We got hit so quick. I am going to try and run this. I don't love the 3-man front, but I think we can pick it up. We can barely, but we can. And we're 1st and 10 on the 10. So basically 1st and goal at this point. It's going to be hard to get a first down without scoring. The drag is there. Wide open middle of the field. Corey Baptiste finds 8. We're on the 2. All right, we're going to stack it up. Our O-line sucks, but if they can block for one play, we might be able to score. We're going to give it to our best player, Mark Roussel, up the middle. Let's go. It does not work. 3rd and goal, essentially. They've shut down the run. It's a heavy box. We're going to try and throw. Potentially Roussel out of the backfield. Potentially the Roque on the out on the right. That's not there. The tight end is there. Tight end is there. Corey Baptiste. Another touchdown. I believe he had one in week 1. He has the title. And he's hitting the gritty. Let's go. Corey Baptiste. Scratch that. That was Corey Baptiste's first touchdown of the season. All right. And that was a 9-play, 80-yard drive. That's big for our offense. We finally built a little bit of confidence. If we can make a tackle and get a stop, we're still potentially in this thing. We absolutely need to stop on this defensive series if we want any chance to win this game, though. And that's going to come down to stopping the run. We're in man coverage, and they are throwing. That's not ideal. It's a sack. It's a sack from Preston Doucette. That's huge. We've got him behind the sticks early on this drive. If we can get out in 3 downs, that would be perfect. We'd still have a chance at this game if that's the case. Inbreaker. We're on that. Kill him. 3rd and 9. We're bringing an extra DB onto the field on this 3rd and 9 set. I'm hoping we can guard the sticks here with Foray. We just need a stop. We just need one stop right here. No, and I can't break it up. God damn it. All 3 slants came across the middle of the field. I didn't decide quickly enough which one to take, and it ends up being a big gain for them. This quarterback finds 12 yards on the ground. He could have found a lot more if he didn't decide to jump back and forth, side to side like a roller coaster. That's a great F1 reference if anyone knows. It's Lando Norris, and we just get absolutely lit up on blocks right there. Prince Adebo gets juked out of his shoes. Jamal Thibodeau with the touchdown saving tackle again. This is the 2nd week in a row that a wide receiver 1 has absolutely torched our defense. Jamal doesn't travel. We might need to convince him to do that because right now no one can cover. That is a great tackle right there, though. If I'm not mistaken, that was Prince Adebo making up for his missed tackle on the play prior. But we're still in a bad situation here unless we can find a turnover. Break that up. No shot. I am absolutely in that quarterback's face with Noah Castile, and he's able to find a completion right in front of my DBs. I don't know what else I can do in that situation, to be honest. We just don't have the talent to match up. Bullock on another return. Nope. All right, it's 1st down and a long way to go. Down 3 touchdowns once again. We still have yet to get a stop on the season. I like the slant for Marcel if we can put the ball out in front of him, which we cannot. The lack of throw power really showed right there. That hurt us. I felt like Dupree definitely had a step, but we just couldn't get the ball there. That's a Texas route. We're getting blitzed. Have to get the ball out early. It's not super accurate, but Mark makes a play, gets 8 yards. And I think we're going to get one more play off before the end of the quarter. Hopefully we can convert right here. I'm going to throw the out. Oh, I get hit as I'm throwing. I didn't like the look of that. I thought maybe Marcel was going to get open on the zig, but I came off it really early, looking to those crossers coming from the right side, and it just didn't happen. And here comes the 4th quarter. Coach is deciding to go for it because if we don't convert, obviously this game is over. I don't feel good about it in our own half, but if we don't score, it's done. Cut back, Mark. Way to find the gap. Picks up a 1st down. We're still in this thing. By no means do we have a good chance or even a decent chance of winning this game, but there is a chance. I got to hit the curl right there. I didn't like the look of anything else. I also don't trust LaRoque's hands, so I decided to possession catch that, which might have been a mistake, but here we are. Out route's not there. The curl is, and we get hit as we're throwing again. The O-line has not held up on important downs for us. They need to hold up right here if we're going to convert. We need at least enough yards to make this thing doable in 4th. That ball comes out super slow and super late. The arm strength again is killing us. I'm going to put Dupree on an out and put the route stem to the 1st down. We're going to see if we can get it over there. If not, it's maybe this wheel to Corey Baptiste. We're throwing the out. We got to trust our best guy, and he doesn't even make a play on the ball. Huge. Well, that probably wraps up this game, to be honest. I didn't think he was going to get bumped and then not animate on the ball at all. Prince Adebo almost makes a nice play right there. Jamal misses the tackle. That's another 1st down for them. 2nd and 3 right here. Probably a run. We're going to bring a blitz. I'm going to man up Bridges here and crash on it. It's an RPO again. Cameron Hops just dives the completely wrong way because that makes so much sense. They find the end zone again. I feel like we potentially have the worst defense in college football. Like, we just don't have anybody who can read a play, who can make a tackle, who can cover. It's tough stuff. 3rd and 9, we're going to try and convert. Dupree has really not had any success on that corner out there. It's not there. I got to throw the check down again. Gets hit, broken up. I didn't see anything open on that 3rd and 9. Coach is telling us to go for it again, which I probably disagree with, but I'm still going to do it because why not? If that crosser gets open, we're going to try and run for this thing. Put your head down. He comes up another half-yard short. I think that's maybe the 2nd or 3rd time this game we've come up about a half-yard short of a first down. Ball back to Tulane. They're looking for 40 plus. They're throwing still. Kill him, please. We don't kill him. Jamal makes another tackle, though. With under 6 minutes to go, up 4 touchdowns. They have thrown the ball on every play this drive, by the way. And now they're QB sneaking. I think I'm going to murder somebody in-game. But, like, legitimately I want to. And it's this quarterback. Kill him. Kill him. Let's go. Pick up the ball. Pick up. Thank you. Go, Diesel. Go, Diesel. Go. All the way. Come on. Come on, big boy. We got to chug. We got to chug. We got to chug, Diesel. No. Diesel all the way down to the 11. Oh, that hurts. I thought Diesel was going to get a huge touchdown for us. You know, I did say I wanted to murder this quarterback. We end up getting through, and he fumbles. I thought we weren't going to get the ball for a second, but then Diesel gets it and just takes off. Huge return from the big Diesel. I really wanted a Diesel touchdown because that would have been an awesome moment for the series. We don't get it, but Mark Roussel finds 9 after that. We're up to the 2-yard line. It's looking like we might find pay dirt one more time in this game at least, which is good. We're going to go play action here, which is a little bit crazy, but I think they're going to crash on it, and we're going to have the tight end wide open. I should have just run. I should have just run. Caleb cannot throw. Why didn't I just run? I had an absolute walk-in touchdown with Caleb Arsenault, but I thought, no, we can make this throw on the run. Spoiler, we can't. Find the end zone, Mark Roussel. Thank you very much. 38-17. We're going to get blocked. That's unbelievable. And he's going to return it. He's going to return it for 2. This is unbelievable. This is legitimately unbelievable. Corey Baptiste in pursuit doesn't matter. They're going to hit 40 because they blocked our PAT. I still want to murder this quarterback now. I still want to murder him. That feels incredibly scripted. Like, I know it's not, but, like, the fact that we have an 80-yard return from the big Diesel, find a way into the end zone, and then the game's like, you know what? We're going to give them 2 points still. That hurts. It's 40-16 now, and we need to make a tackle. Thank you. And also, they continue to throw the fucking ball. I don't get it. You ran the entire first quarter, and now you're throwing when you're up by 4 touchdowns. Stop it. Thank you. Make a tackle, please. There we go. Just over 2 minutes to go. Probably one more play before this 2-minute warning. We'll see if we can get a stop on 3rd down, potentially for the first time this game. It is a run. It's not a run, but we're going to sack with Noah Castile. And there's the 2-minute warning. Second sack for Noah Castile in the game. I completely read run there, but I decided to just get the quarterback at that point because I was already in the backfield, and it worked out. 2 straight stops for our defense is, I suppose, something to feel positive about. We've got just under 2 minutes to go, though, in this game. Really no hope of a comeback. We're going to try and feed Mark. One last play. We're going to send Dupree to the end zone. We're going to put Ricky St. Pierre on a slant, and we're going to throw it up because why not? Give him a chance. Go get it. Go get it. Oh, my God. He almost got it. And that'll do it for Mardi Gras Madness round 1 of this series. Tulane smokes us 40-16. We did finally get some stops on defense, though. However, we did not stop this guy, Josh ULNO. He absolutely killed us through the air. He missed 1 pass, I believe. He had 1 incompletion for an entire game, which is insane. Yeah, so we saw it there. He goes 22 of 23 for 260 yards and 4 touchdowns. And their running back averaged 6 yards a carry and scored as well and broke 5 tackles. For us, Caleb again threw the ball a lot, 26 of 43 for 229, 1 touchdown, 1 pick. I believe that's his first touchdown of his season, which is awesome. At least we got him in the end zone. But we need to find a way to stay in game so we're not forced to throw every play because we have this guy, Mark Roussel. He did not have the same success on the ground as he did last week. Under 4 yards per carry this week, but did find the end zone. 47 yards on the ground, and he also had 62 through the air. So he did go over 100 scrimmage yards again. He's still our best player. There's no doubt about it. We also saw Corey Baptiste catch 7 balls this game. Nothing down the field or anything like that, but he caught our touchdown, our first passing touchdown of the season. I'm very happy for him, too, the true sophomore. That should help his development. Ricky St. Pierre found the game this week. He only had 1 catch last week, I believe. This week he's 5 for 66, and he had a big catch in that first half that set us up for points. Marcel Dupree played all right. We didn't get him as many targets. That corner was kind of locking him down. And then LaRoque, Econom, and Bohannon each got 1 ball. Defensively, it was our DBs again that led the way tackling. Jamal Thibodeau at 9 tackles is kind of ridiculous. We had 0 passes defended, so he didn't do anything but other than make tackles. Cameron Hops was our second leading tackler, the free safety. He also had 2 TFLs, which is a nice performance. And we saw Noah Castile have a big game this week. We needed it. We were expecting it last week, and it didn't happen. But 7 tackles, 4 TFLs, and 2 sacks is a huge game. He also forced that fumble on the quarterback that was returned by the Diesel. That was an awesome play, honestly. And then we saw Preston Doucette make a big impact on this game as well. He did have a sack. He also had 3 TFLs and 5 total tackles. He made a big impact in that second half, I thought. And we did shut down the run a little bit more, so that was cool. Other TFLs from Foray, Bridges, and the Big Diesel, of course. And I got to see how long. Yeah, he ran it back 70 yards, but came up short of the end zone. That hurts a little bit. So, yeah, Mardi Gras Madness number 1, done and dusted, 24-point loss. We do get a decent amount of XP there, still not enough to level up, but hopefully we can get a level up next week and potentially upgrade some of those coaching abilities. Also, why does Captain Rex have white hair all of a sudden? He hasn't had that all year. I guess the stress of that game, the stress of how bad our defense is, just made him grow white hair all of a sudden. We're going to move on to next week here. Hopefully none of these recruits lock us out like they did last week. I need these O-linemen to stay on the board. No one locks us out. That's perfect. So following that tough loss to Tulane, we have potentially the worst game of the year, and we haven't even played it yet. We were able to schedule number 2 Miami. As we saw in real-life college football, a lot of teams got paid to play these big schools, those kind of tune-up games. That's what this is, except I don't imagine we're going to have a Northern Illinois crazy upset victory. I think we might lose by 75. They're a 96 overall team, 94 offense, 99 defense. Our offense is 54. It's going to be a blowout. I would be surprised, 1, if we score, 2, if we hold them to under 80 points. The only good news is we're getting money from this. It's a little bit of money that's going directly into the NIL fund. We might use it to try and sign a 4-star or something like that. I'm not 100% sure, but that's the only good news. I have a really bad feeling about this game. We are home today for the first time this season, so we're going to break out the base home jerseys, the purple and white, which I think look really good. And Miami's going to rock their current away jerseys, the white and orange. Also, as we watch the short intro to this game, this is the next day in real life after that Tulane game. And my hands are really cold right now, so I'm hoping it doesn't impact my gameplay too much, but yeah, it's cold. Also, we need to make another tackle early so we don't give up. Thank you. That would have been annoying. Oh, great. Henry Cross threw 5 touchdowns and 400 yards last week. That's a problem. We learned from LSU, who was significantly worse than these guys, but still way better than us. No man coverage. We are not going to run man coverage potentially a single time. Way to make a play, Gaspard. That's the best possible start. We hold them to 1 yard on their first play of offense. That's probably the only time that they'll get less than 10 yards on a play in this game, if I had to guess. That crosser is wide open. The flat is more open. Good tackle, at least. Sean Crabtree finds a catch there. They pick up the first down. I'm on Noah Castile again, ready to break on a run. Identified Foray there. It's motion out. It's another pass. I've got the slant here. I'm trying to get to the drag. Oh, my God. Way to break that up, Prince Adebo. Prince Adebo just put a shoulder into that man's chest. Forced an incompletion for the first time today. We're dropping the Diesel into coverage, trying to confuse him with the blitz off the left side and trying to get there. Cameron Hops can't make the tackle, and he finds the first down. That's annoying. Hops has been one of our better tacklers, and we could have held him potentially for a third down situation there, but on to the next. Slant. Goes to the flat. He has blockers, too. Prince Adebo make a tackle. Holds him up enough for bodies to rally, but it took about 7 guys to get him on the ground, which is not ideal. They're not as explosive, at least early on, as LSU was, though. And I'm not mad about that. This crosser's wide open. I'm trying to break it up with Cameron Hops. Perfect play. Hops was able to get a hand in there. Broke up the catch. That's all we can ask for, really. And it's a run for the first time today. Noah Castile can't make the play, and Jamal tracks him down from behind, but he still manages to pick up the first down. 1st and 10 on the 21, 22-ish. It's play action. He's wide open. Jamal misses a tackle. Cleaned up there by Foray. 2nd and 1. I'm blitzing. See if we can get home to the quarterback here. It's a run. It's RPO. Cameron Hops misses a tackle. Prince Adebo saves the touchdown and forces the ball out, and they pick it up. Are you kidding me? This has been not what we wanted out of the first drive. If that would have been a fumble and we picked it up, that would have been insane. But it was not. We're blitzing to try and stop the run. Noah Castile's in the backfield. We hold up Kiki Goodwin. He doesn't find the end zone yet. I'm going to blitz again. I think they're going to run again. They are. It's the same play. Hit him, Noah. Hit him. That's a man's tackle right there. Noah Castile in the backfield. Absolutely kills the running back. Now they're forced to pass. It slants. I came off that one. That's a user error probably. All right, and as we are set to receive the ball for the first time today, I'm not sure how much of this game you guys are going to see, if it's just an absolute blowout. Obviously, I'll show all the key plays and if we make anything happen. But I don't want to bore you with another 70-point loss. We'll see if we can match up at all. But, yeah, like I was saying, I don't know. I don't want you guys to have to sit here and watch me just get dominated for an entire game. I will show, you know, third downs and big plays and all that kind of stuff. But, yeah, that's kind of the vibe. Mark, come out of the backfield maybe. He's not. We have a lot of time. RB is there. He's wide open. There's no one anywhere by Ricky, and he finds the catch. That was a huge play for Caleb. I don't think we've had that much time for the entire season, and all of a sudden against number 2 Miami, we have time in the pocket. Here we go. Marcel's not there on the out. The zig gets wide open. LaRoque finds 15 maybe. All of a sudden we're driving. 2 big passes, and we're essentially in the red zone. The slant is there. I threw it late, but Marcel catches it and finds 11. And he's hurt. And it's severe. His left arm, I don't know, he broke it. So that looks like he won't be back for the game, which severely limits our offensive firepower. We're going to look for the running back coming out of the backfield. Score. Score, Mark. Let's go! Come on. 7-7 against number 2 Miami. And here's the official word. Dislocated finger, so he will be back. All right. You know what? If we keep having drives like that, you might see this whole game. I'm going to be honest. That was ridiculous. I cannot believe we just drove the length of the field on the second-best team in the country. Break that up. Damn it. 1st and 10 from the 34 for them, following an 11-yard completion. It's a delayed handoff, and he breaks the tackle, and we get pancaked. Thank you for making a tackle, Prince Adebo. Back-to-back 11-yard games for them. Brings them to the 45 here. We are just destroyed in that block. Need to make a tackle, thank you. And they have marched down the field on this play. 3 straight plays over 10 yards. It's another RPO. Can we get out there with Foray? No. Make a tackle, Prince Adebo again. And they're in the no huddle. Prince makes a touchdown saving tackle right there for sure. But they're going fast all of a sudden. They know they've got us on our heels. I need to cover the slot here. If they keep running these RPOs, though, I just don't think I can handle it. This is a run. This is a run. Get there. Kill him. No, we were in the backfield, and he breaks the tackle. Okay. Diesel ends up cleaning it up. All right, if we get a stop right here, this game is interesting. We hold him to 3. I'm ready for an RPO out to the left here. I'm blitzing off that left side. It's a run, and I vacated the middle. God damn it. That's the end of the first quarter. They did not snap that ball. So far, on 1 drive, Caleb has 78 yards and a touchdown. And on 2 drives, Henry Cross is killing us. I'm going 1 play of man coverage. 1 play. I know I said I wasn't going to do it for the whole game. I'm going to try it once because they have not killed us yet. And I want to get home. Make a play on it, Saunier. Ah, he catches it. Damn it. 14-7 Miami. 2nd and 10 after Caleb's first incompletion of the day. We have not run the ball yet. I'm going to audible down to this run. I think we can slide right behind 58 and 63. Perfect. We find a little bit of a gap. Mark finds 8 there. 3rd and 2 for us. See if we can convert, potentially with these curls. I'm throwing it to Marcel. I believe. I believe. Get out. Get out. Oh, my God. We got to take a shot. Potentially the second wheel for Corey Baptiste. Ricky St. Pierre up the middle. Is not there. We're going to run. We're going to run. Get there, Caleb. Head down. Head down. Find it. And he fumbles. Get it. Get it. Oh, my God. I shouldn't be taking hits like that with my quarterback, but we were a yard short of the first down, and last week we didn't convert 3 plays by like half a yard. So I felt like I needed to get that one. We were able to limit the yardage on second down there. It's 3rd and 9. If we can get a stop here, we have a chance at staying in this game for longer than we should be. No. Marcel Picou gets beat on the out. First down on 30-ish, 28. I'm ready for this crosser. I'm on that. No! Prince Adebo, thank you for saving a touchdown. Oh, that was a user lurk. That was a user lurk waiting to happen. I was trying to bait it, and I did, and then I just didn't get there. Oh, that hurts. No, I need you. Thank you. Oh, I was so ready to call this quarterback an idiot. I was so ready. That would have been my first lurk of the season, too. Downhill, downhill, downhill. God damn it. 21-7 Miami. All right, so they've had the ball 3 times. They've scored 3 times. That turnover on our last drive really hurt us because we were hanging around. Obviously, it didn't look like our defense was going to get a stop, and I don't know that they were the whole game. But it was looking like we could match them yard for yard. Oh, we're throwing the screen behind the blitz. This is a perfect play. Make the corner miss. There's another first down. Incompletion on first down makes it 2nd and 10. Their 99 overall defense has not really played like it. You know, we've been able to find some significant yardage here. We're going to go a run right up the middle to the backup running back Lemon, which I don't love that he just subbed in for Mark. But it's 1 yard. Surely he can get it. He does. Perfect. Fall forward. If we convert here, though, we might consider using a timeout. Is the Texas route there? It is. And he gets blown up and drops it. All right, we're forced to kick here, and we're giving them a minute, which is more time than I want to give them. But 21-10 going into half doesn't sound awful if we get a stop. Especially against the number 2 team in the country. Is that short? God damn it. We leave the field goal a little bit short. It's 21-7. And they've got a minute to go the length of the field, which I'm semi-confident they can do. We need a big play. Got to get out there. Caden Saunier makes a tackle. They call timeout. 2nd and 9. And that takes 15 seconds off the clock. I'm surprised they didn't use another timeout there. I'm ready for something in the middle. It's a screen. I did not read it at all. Adebo makes a tackle, though. He does get the first down. He's barely able to convert the first down there. They use another timeout. 26 seconds and half the field to go. 1 timeout for Miami. In motion. I'm ready for a pitch. It's not there. It's a run. That's surprising. And it gets 11. They don't use the timeout again. I don't know what they're doing. Down to 9 seconds. This potentially is the last play of the half. Why they would run there and then not use a timeout, I don't know. They're going to get a timeout off, aren't they? They're going to get 3. I was trying to let that tight end go a little bit, but then I got worried that if the wrong guy came up, he wouldn't have been able to make the tackle, so I just decided to tackle him, and they get 3 out of it. There's halftime, 24-7, but that's not as bad as I was expecting for this being the number 2 team in the country. They have not run the ball very well at all, though they haven't tried that much. Our biggest issue, as we get ball at a half, was 1, that we missed that field goal, and 2, that they just keep picking up first downs. 3rd and 7. The slant's there. He does not pick up the first down, though. Yeah, so we punted after that. I threw that slant too early. I know I did. But I didn't want that corner to recover as we stopped the running back for 4 yards. I don't think Dupree or whoever it was over there has enough speed to get away from that corner. So I threw it when it was open, and he came up short. Wide receiver in motion. I'm on Noah Castillo. This guy's wide open. I'm trying to get there. Henry Cross has 252 yards and 2 touchdowns with almost an entire half of football to play. I'm on for right here. I'm ready on a run. It is. It's an RPO. Kane Saunier needs to make a tackle. He doesn't. He spins out the second one, but Jamal's there to clean up. We're bringing a heavy blitz here. I'm on Noah Castillo. I'm ready for number 5 to come across the field. It's a run. RPO again. I keep thinking these are just straight runs when it's RPOs. Can we save the touchdown? Prince Adebo. Thank you. The Diesel saves a touchdown right there on the backside of that run. That was a great diving tackle, and we're on him again. Another one? Oh. Diesel almost made another play. Yeah, so the big Diesel almost made a big play there. Again, on back-to-back plays. But instead, he shoves the guy in the end zone, and it's 31-7 Miami. Mark finds space. Mark finds space. Go. Outrun these guys. Go, Mark. Biggest run of the year so far. This butt guy is really fast. Down to the 21. All right, so following the massive run from Mark Roussel, we've gone backwards 8 yards in 2 plays, which is not the way we want to be going. We're on the very edge of our kicker's range. I would like to pick up at least some yards here to get points. I think our B's there. I get hit as I throw. I think an outside lead right there, leading him towards the numbers, would have potentially been a completion, but it doesn't work out. Now we've got to try and sink this kick. We left the last one short. Can't do it again. We get blocked. It gets blocked. Pick up the ball at least. Run. Run. God damn it. That's the second blocked kick so far for us. One was a PAT. This time it was a field goal. So we come up pointsless again after a 60-plus yard run. I was ready for an RPO that time. Jamal makes a tackle. Holds him to 5. I recognize they run so many RPOs. I have to be ready for it. Every time it looks like a run. This one's not. Taking a shot over the top. Marcel gets outrun by the... just gets outrun. Here we are, 1st and goal. See if we can hold them. They're looking at 38 points here probably. We crash with Bridges. Spillman holds him up, but he reaches over the goal line. Again, we have a game where our defense has not found a single stop for the entirety of the game. Which, I mean, I get it. It's number 2 Miami. I wasn't expecting them to get a stop. That throw's low and incomplete. After that, incompletion on 3rd down. We're forced to punt again. I would love it if these guys find one stop in the game. There's a tackle for 3. So we got a 3rd down and 6 right here. Potentially a stop. It's a pass. I've got the drag. There's a delayed crosser here. I'm on it. Diesel needs to get home. He's going to run for it. At least we cut him off with the legs. End of the 3rd quarter here. 38-7 Miami. We have struggled to stop their offense all day. They have 366 passing yards and they're averaging 9 yards a play. So the backups are in now. Finally, they just picked up a 1st down. Another one. They're in the red zone. Quick slant. Noah Castillo misses a tackle. Prince Adebo saves another touchdown. 3rd and 2. This is our chance to stop them. They'll get points out of the drive for sure. But we can stop them. Noah Castillo make a play. Diesel make a play. And it's a touchdown. 45-7 Miami. So their backups find a touchdown. We're getting booed in our home stadium, unsurprisingly, because we suck. We're in shoe clock here. It's time to kill the rest of this game. Hit Mark out of the backfield. Can't make a man miss. We lose 4. I think Caleb might be, the wear and tear might be a little extra because that throw was super inaccurate. But we do find 8 at least. Can we pick up a 1st down here? X is open. I'm going to hit him. LaRoque gets the 1st down. Mark Roussel finds 3 yards between 2 runs there. 3rd and 7 for us. If we don't convert, it is what it is. We're under pressure. RB came open late. RB came open at the last second on that play there. I just was already out of time when I would have had a chance to throw it. See if we can get one stop in this game. Down the stretch here. I've got the crosser. That's a pick. Oh my god. It was in your hands. Alright, so on this drive, we've got him into 3rd and 5 here. It took a second. We might have a chance to stop here, potentially, as they look to throw. He's wide open on the out route, and they pick it up. Alright, and that should do it. So we end up losing to Miami 45-7. Not the worst performance. I was expecting 70+, but just their offense decided to just, 10, 12 play drives, kill the clock, and score every single time. Henry Cross killed us. 366 and 2 touchdowns. So taking a look at their stats, we know Henry Cross just absolutely murdered us. 27 of 29, 366, 2 touchdowns. Yeah, we had no answer to their pass game. And the backup came in and did an all-right job. Really, it was this man, Desmond Stingley, the sophomore, who just, 8 balls for 157. He averaged 20 yards a catch. We just can't match up with that. The tight end, Sean Crabtree, also had 8 catches. Emeka Odom had 7 catches. These guys are freshmen and sophomores. That's ridiculous. As for us, this was the least pass attempts of the season for Caleb Arsenault, which is in a way a good thing. We also didn't have the ball as much today, which I suppose is a thing. But he goes 18 of 26 for 160 yards and a touchdown, which is a decent game by his standards. That's pretty good. I'll take that. We did not get Roussel the ball very much today, though he did have one huge run. 6 for 87, 14.5 is absolutely carried by that 160-plus yard run. Everything else was 1 or 2 yards. Receiving, Roussel caught 7 for 31. He had a couple negative catches. LaRoque 5 for 42. Baptiste 2 for 24. Dupree only caught 2. He did get hurt and was out for a lot of that game. Hopefully that doesn't happen a lot this season because, he's dynamic and our pass game kind of hurt when he left. And also Mark Roussel did catch the touchdown, so that was our only score of the day. Defensively, this is insane. Prince Adebo finishes with 16 tackles, 8 solo, 8 assisted, 1 TFL, and probably saved 5 touchdowns. Obviously, they ended up scoring on those drives anyways, so it was pointless. He was one-on-one with receivers or running backs at least 5 times and made the tackles, so that was a really good performance from him, honestly. We had 2 TFLs from Noah Castile. He finishes with 6 tackles total, not much else. Foray ends up with 11 tackles, which is a really nice game for him. 2 TFLs as well. Bridges, Saunier, the Diesel, and Jamal all end up with TFLs, and Jamal had 8 tackles as well. But that's going to do it for us. Weeks 2 and 3, done and dusted. We got smoked twice. Not horribly surprising based on our 54 overall team. I'm hoping as we get to the Sun Belt, maybe we have a chance at some success there, but I'm not convinced yet. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I know we're getting beat, but that's kind of the fun of the series. Hopefully in a year we'll be able to compete, find a few more wins, and keep building from there. Appreciate you all. Leave a like and comment. Feel free to subscribe. Peace.